Good morning. My name is Mark. I'm outside this time, and we have the birds coming in this year earlier than usual. Usually here in Indiana, we have winter, this part of Indiana, we have winter until about April about April. So we're about a month away. Supposed to get spring early this year in all of the United States. Had a dream. It is March 22nd, 2020 at about 6:15 in the morning. I was taking a test in university in Portuguese, and I was doing an assignment, or I had an assignment. I didn't know it, or I didn't remember it, and I had this test. I had this assignment, and I was concerned about my grade. So I was doing it the last minute when I found out about it. And I had my old teacher, I think it was Maria. And then I was talking with a friend about my problems, a friend from YouTube, and he called my psychiatric association. He called my psychiatric institution that I go to because I'm required to. And he started reporting what I was saying while I was talking to him on the phone. I didn't realize at first he was reporting to the psychiatric institution. And he was twisting things. He was making up lies. We have the snow melting now. And he was diagnosing me. So he's diagnosing. They like to say that. Basically they talk to somebody, and if he doesn't talk to them back, which I did before, if he doesn't talk to them back, they call that a mental illness. And then if he talks to them back and they don't say what he's supposed, and he doesn't say what he's supposed to say, they call it a mental illness. And you can't lie to these people because they'll say you're lying. And they'll keep talking to you until you basically hang yourself. There was a saying that I heard somebody say from church. He said, I've heard it before church. He said, give him enough rope and he'll hang himself. Somebody from church, a prominent man from church, said, give him enough rope and he'll hang himself. And so psychiatric institutions, they don't let you not talk. If you don't talk to them, you have a mental illness. If you lie to them, you are lying to them. If you tell them the truth and they ask probing questions, then you have a mental illness. Because if you believe things that they don't believe, that's a mental illness. For example, if this were a full-on communist nation, we're basically communists, but if we were a full-on communist nation that denied God, and I said Jesus is coming back soon, or what? Not that he's coming back soon, but if Jesus is coming back, Jesus will come back and take us to paradise. That would be considered a mental illness in a communist nation, believing things that other people don't believe. or believing things that people deny. If you say, I know what you're planning on doing to me, and they say, what is that? Oh, come on, tell me, what are we planning on doing to you? If you clam up, then that's a mental illness. If you tell them, then that's a mental illness. If you don't talk with them, then that's a mental illness. So this guy from YouTube was reporting on me as I was sitting there. And I got angrier and angrier, and I woke up angry because my friend was betraying me. That was the end of the dream.